Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Breath of Fire 4. We didn't get to play too much last time, which, you know, happens when halfway through the cast you have to change games because you finished one unexpectedly. So, we are now in the South Desert, and we're trying to find Sandflyer parts. I'll give a brief description of what's happened so far so people aren't completely lost as to what's going on in this game. This is Breath of Fire 4. In the beginning, we found Nina here, working with her friend Cray, to try and find her sister. They were taking a Sandflyer, which is basically a hovercraft for the desert, and they got attacked by a dragon. Big old dragon. After getting attacked by the dragon, they realized that their Sandflyer was broken, so they needed to get parts. So Nina headed out, while Cray stayed behind to watch the flyer. When Nina headed out, she found a crater. Inside of it, a monster. However, when the monster disappeared, she found main character here, Ryu. So now he agreed, as he is completely without memory, to try his best to help her out with getting a Sandflyer. Ooh, a new ability. Why, thank you. I think we'll try to learn that. Use it again. Come on. You can do it. We got some information from the town we got to, and that says this is basically the only place we're going to find Sandflyer parts in the area. So that's where we're headed. Looks like we learned Blind. Cool. Lasts 3 turns, and it even has a little counter on it to tell you how long it's going to last. That's pretty nifty. Go ahead and use Siva. And it escapes. Well, at least it gave us the ability we wanted. Also, we are broke. I've had to spend pretty much every bit of money I could get my hands on to get any information we needed on these Sandflyer parts. So... oh, wait. Okay. See how there's a little thing there? Yeah, we can't get to the chest just yet. We're gonna have to get clever. Which, you know, sucks because I'm bad at clever. Anyway, Blind. Blind is apparently really good against Igoos, or goos in general. Did decent damage, didn't really help much. But notice the little combo icon in the upper right. Yeah. Notice how there's a little extra effect on the Scorpion. Combo is in this game means that if two or more people use a special ability of some kind, it carries over. Which is to say, if you do your abilities one after another, what'll happen is the first person in the combo starts it off. The second person in the combo gets their ability plus an ability applied by the previous person. So Siva had a chance to blind because I used blind first. It's a very interesting mechanic in this game, and learning how to use that properly is going to be important. Which sucks for me, because I don't think I ever learned how to use it properly whenever I played this game. That's the end of the Mage Goo. We're getting our butts kicked pretty bad so far, in case you hadn't noticed. Alright, I'm actually... well... take the opportunity to get the eye in the sky look, but that's not what I meant to do. Still remembering the controls. I did spend a lot of time playing Final Fantasy V, which has very different RPG controls compared to this game. In most games, most RPGs actually in general. Croc Tier. 8 Croc Tiers. So if we need healing, we know what to go to. Hold on. There we go. There's a handle. Which way do you want to turn it? Turn it right. That'll give us access to the chest. Uh-oh, another surprise attack. A reminder from last stream, red swirls means you got an enemy caught you by surprise, blue swirls means a normal battle, green swirls mean you caught them by surprise. Also, there's a new command in the special abilities for Ryu. You might remember Faolu. He was an odd person who spoke in an old tongue, who seemed to just spawn from a temple, apparently from a long slumber. Well, it turns out he was actually the first emperor of the Fao Empire, and a dragon. It seems he isn't the only one, however. Ryu here has the same meditate ability that Faolu had and can transform into a dragon. We aren't going to use that right now because it's a lot of more AP than we have. But it's a thing! Seems the combo didn't go off. Good. Seiver can kill a Mage Goo in one hit. Good to know. Sometimes the combo just doesn't work. I can't really explain it. I don't know what the rate is to make it work more often. It's just a thing. And that gets rid of you. Yeah, see, Blind isn't really dealing a ton of damage. The thing is that Aigous take extra damage from Blind, but Blind already doesn't deal much damage at all, so basically just makes it a viable attack, and something that's useful for comboing. But that's about the extent of its usefulness. And honestly, it's not something used very often, it's just more of a tutorial-esque thing that you get in the beginning of the game. So obviously we can't continue on unless we move the rudder. However, we're really low on AP right now because I wanted to demonstrate a few things. So we're gonna go ahead and kill everything here and go outside and rest so we can, you know, get our AP back. Camp is that button. This time, we're gonna actually rest. Oh, and just like in Breath of Fire 3, in the camp, you can talk with your allies to figure out what your next move might be. Now you have to go to the Sandflower Graveyard. I never thought shopping would be this hard. Alright, let's rest up. And yes, I'll save, because why not? Oops, there we go. Alright. Moving back onto the valley. And we'll go ahead and, you know, be a little more efficient with our battles now. That I don't have things to demonstrate right away. Huh, didn't one-shot either of them. I guess I got lucky in some RNG that I didn't notice. Oh well. Oh no, no, no. It, remembers last attack you did. Phew, okay. Let's go ahead and get this started again. Turn it to the left. Turn it to the left again. Not that you needed to. You probably could have just left it where it was, but it doesn't matter. Now we can move on and go through the rest of the Sandflower Graveyard and find the parts we need. Ah, Scorpion. First thing it does is try to blind us. Unsuccessful, but it still kind of hurts. As you can probably tell, the numbers in this game tend to be a little higher than they were in Breath of Fire 3. It's still a well-balanced game, so it's not an issue. It's just interesting that they decided to go with higher numbers. Oops, come on, there we go. Alright, so we can go this way and find nothing, so we should probably go the other way. Alright. More battles with more scorpions. The Sandflower Graveyard is a pretty interesting little dungeon because I just like the idea of us going through all these wreckages and doing our best to try and basically use whatever means is available here to try and sneak our way through the entire place. I mean, it's obviously not built like a place that you should be able to get to normally. It's not exactly a pedestrian crossroads, you know? But you got to cleverly use all these different devices and different parts of Sandflyers to try your best to get through. And I really like that. Alright, I keep... wrong buttons. Alright, we got a brass helmet, which we bought one, so it was probably a bad idea to buy one if we were gonna get one. But well, we'll be able to sell it. Alright, by lowering that device before, we should now be able to climb up. There we go. Not sure what caused it to automatically lift up like that. Oh well. Oh, a puppy! Don't get many folks out here. Ain't nothing much here except the odds and ends. What can I do for you? I see. Looking for parts, eh? Well, I suppose you might be able to find what you need here. If you're looking for that, there's plenty of it here. The parts you're looking for are all buried in the sand. You're gonna need a shovel to dig them out. If you have a dog that can scent them out, you might be able to find what you're looking for. I'll loan you a shovel and my dog for 25 zenny each. Sure. That'll cost 50 zenny. Thank you kindly. Good luck to you. Yeah, sure. Read the instructions. Press X to use the shovel to dig a hole where you're standing. However, the shovel will break after it's used a certain number of times. If it hits metal, it will weaken and break more easily, so be careful. Remember, where the dog stops, it knows where their items are buried. Alright, puppy. Lead the way. Alright, I remember that location. That location. I'm actually using my fingers on the screen to remember where to go. There. Okay. First is there. Sage staff. Alright, I think it's this way? No, here. It's closer. It's just a plain iron scraps. I think it was here. I had to let my fingers go at some point, so... Aw, shovel broke. Looks like we gotta do it again. Shovel broke, did it? Well, them's the breaks. If you needs me, you know where to find me. So yeah, we're gonna need to borrow the dog and the shovel pretty much every single time. But let's see if we can just get the shovel. Maybe they're in the same location. Nope. Alright. Let's try. There we go. Nothing. Okay, so they're in different locations every time. Yeah, this might have been a waste of time. That dog were just randomly digging and the shovel breaks after 4 tries if you find nothing. Oh, goody. What a scam. Nope. Lead the way, doggy. Alright, there's one. There's one. And there's one. Alright. There's one. There's one. Got parts. Alright. And ideally, one should be right here. Come Molotov. Alright, well, we can dig another spot. Not that it matters. Pretty sure we can't find anything else. Alright, there we go. Your shovel broke, did it? Well, seems them's the brakes. Needs me know where to find me. Alright, oh, that's Nina saying you pressed the wrong button and you're trying to fly indoors, you idiot. Alright, so we did find a Sage's Staff, which we already had. Plus 5 user's wisdom. Has same effect as Protect. Yeah, by the way, the King's Sword is actually a holy elemental and has Protect. So it's not something to sneeze at. It's actually a lot more interesting than it looks. Alright, what else did we get? I know we didn't just get that. Sage Staff. Armor. Nope, I guess that really is all we got. Iron scraps looks like it'd be useful to be used to make armor. Interesting. Well, we'll see if we want to take advantage of that at some point. Anyway, we can leave now, because we got the parts we need. I suppose we can just hop down from here? No? Too easy? Alright. Hoofing it back out. Yep, never mind. Wrong way. Oh, Burn is an ability we can learn as well. Let's try to learn that, shall we? Yep, there's Burn. Abilities, even if they're weak in this game, can be useful for combos. So, like, using Blind on one character, it can blind an enemy, and then if you combo it to another ability, you can blind 2 enemies in one turn with only one person using Blind, and the other person using, like, a useful spell. So, you know. How do I rearrange? Sort. There we go. Normal. Croctier. Wrong button again, Haven. You'll get used to it eventually, I'm sure. Alright. So we got the part we need. We should probably be able to head straight back to Kraid and give it to him, right? No, right. We need to give it to the black market dude. He's the one who's gonna help us. Alright. Back to the pub. Don't be afraid. I just want some information. That's all. I want you to tell me all about the monster you say you saw. Heh. I ain't got nothing to tell you. Puh. Well, I'd try to be a little more cooperative if I were you. Holy! Otherwise, things might get uncomfortable. And we wouldn't want that, no, would we? What do you think you're doing? Why are you doing this? I thought the war was supposed to be over. Why? Because I don't like people who try to hide things. Besides, the war's not over. There's been a ceasefire called. That's all. Do you understand the difference, Missy? Wait. You're a Windian. Well, if it isn't the little princess. We were sent out to find a dragon. We found a little bird instead. Grab her, men. No reason we shouldn't take her as well. Wait! Do you know something about my sister? By the power granted me, I command thee. Warrior spirit, thou art summoned! Joe, I want you to capture that girl. Be careful not to hurt her. Too much. Just like the general that we saw before, seems another member of the Foul Empire can summon monsters. Fortunately, it seems like Nina's on her own for now. Nothing to do except see her a couple times. Ew, that's no good. Let's heal up just to be safe. Owie! I know it's pronounced like Sever, by the way, but all the characters pronounce it as Sever, and I don't know if that's like that's like an English thing, or a bad translation thing, or just a voice acting thing, or I don't know what the deal with that is. Let's use an item. Croctier's too weak. And I think we'll be fine with one more. Sever. Joe's thinking what to do next. I don't like the sound of that, so I'm gonna defend this turn. Oh, it's just a regular attack. Okay, I guess I can just randomly decide not to attack for a turn. Ow! Everyone hit. All I've got left for is Sever. Well, run. Well, that was perfect timing, I guess. Ran out of arsenal to attack with, and just a regular attack finished it off. We got like one zenny from it. My, you're stronger than you look. Oh, what's this? A dashing knight come to save the princess. How gallant. You know it's a knight's job to protect his lady, don't you? Where have you been all this time? Afraid? Hiding in some closet? Or... Uh-oh. How dare you! You filthy little... Let's get out of here! What are you just standing around for? After them! The sword broke on his face! Okay, we're avoiding him. A lot. Not the best hiding spot, but if it works, it works. The Imperial troops are here too? What are we going to do? We can't go back, and we can't go on either. Hey, you there. They said they was going to try and cut you off. Went on up ahead. Lucky you didn't get yourselves caught. Yes, still. They've cut off our way out of here. You got a point there. Tell you what, seeing as you all helped me out back there, I want to try and return the favor. Let me see. Maybe if you took that road, you could get past them. Yeah, that's it. You can get on to the desert that way. You mean there's another road? Well, it's kind of out of the way, but if you head north, go up to this big town called Chamba, you can get to the desert that way. Really? Oh, thank you. That means I can get back to where my friend was waiting. We'll try that route you mentioned. Thank you again so much. No problem. Just keep your head low and try not to get caught, eh? Why don't we rest up to get her AP back in the meantime? But it looks like we have another route. Camp time! And another town. So the Foul Empire has something to say about this area too, huh? Interesting. Welcome to the town of Chamba. Bobby! I thought the town was bigger than this. Let's see if we can find someone who can help us. Whoa. That's a lot of machinery. Kinda loud, too. Dig the music. Alright, we got life sandals. Increase wears resistance to status changing attacks. I like it. No, that button. Keep accidentally unequipping things. Friendly doggy? Not so friendly doggy. Everyone is all out working. They have left me to keep an eye on things. Are you looking for something? Bowie knife, which is now better than our the King's Sword because, well, I'll tell you in a sec. Don't need leather armor, it's only a 1-point increase, so I guess we'll just buy the Bowie knife. Because now we're wielding a broken sword rather than the King's Sword. Unfortunate, but it's lost basically all of its properties. If you want to sleep, I can let you use one of the beds. A free inn! I won't complain about that. My grandpa's a smith. He makes armor. I'm studying under him so I can take over the business someday. And who might you be? Hello there. I was wondering, this is Chamba, isn't it? What kind of a question is that? Of course this is Chamba. Well, a part of it at least. Most of the town is still polluted by the Hex and can't be used. Hex? You've heard about how towns all over the place were hexed during the war, haven't you? Yes. I guess so. We've heard the Hex referred to before. We're gonna get some more details on it. All you need to know is that ordinary folk like you can't go anywhere near someplace that's been hexed. It's too dangerous. If you need to go to Chamba or something, you'll have to wait until the Hex is gone and... Looks like everyone's back. Alright everyone, that's it for today. We've got another early start tomorrow, so make sure you get some sleep. Alright, now get out of here. Those folks that just came back are a group of purifiers. They go from town to town purifying them of hexes. So, if we want to go find out more about the Hex, we should ask them, right? Thank you for your help. Actually, there's something I want to talk to you about. Right, well, you should go talk to the boss. Darn. We have the scrap of iron that I think can be used to make armor with him. I don't know if we have enough of it yet. Well now, you don't get too many visitors here. I'm the leader of this bunch. My name's Tob. We're just about to sit down to supper, so whatever it is, it'll have to wait until after that. Well, there's not much to see, but there's no harm in looking around for yourself, eh? Let me go, let me see what the actual list of things here. We'll go explore town then. That works. I don't feel so good. Maybe the Hex got me. That armor we wear to protect us from the Hex is really heavy. Walking around all day makes you really hungry. See that fellow standing there in front of the pot? That's our boss, Tob. So yeah, it sounds like this Hex business is pretty badass. And terrifying. The main part of Chamba's on the other side of that wall. It's been so badly polluted by the Hex that normal folks can't get anywhere near it. This ain't a place for women and children. Don't you know it's been hexed? Well, I figure it. The Hex is like someone talking bad about you. I mean, when someone says something bad, you don't feel too good, right? So a Hex is like that, except lots more powerful, see? The Hex the Empire makes is like a black mist, and there's all sorts of nasty stuff like wraiths and specters inside of it. Even the smallest exposure to it without protection is lethal. Huh. So if we're gonna get past this town, we have to somehow get past the Hex. I don't think I've ever seen a worse place than this. No kidding. The mist is so thick you can barely see where you're going. Making places like this that have been polluted by the Hex livable again is what we do for a living. We're never short of work. A lot of places were hexed during the last war. Well now, what brings someone like you to a place like this? So trying to go through the door leads to that. He won't let you through at all, and he just talks to you. So now that we've talked to everybody, thanks for waiting. Now what can I do for you? We need to get through Chamba. Is there any way we can do that before the Hex disappears? Nope, afraid not. There's a lot of negative energy bound up in that mist. You need special armor just to go inside. I figure it'll be at least another year before we can get rid of the Hex completely, and get Chamba back to normal. Still, if you absolutely have to get through now, there might be a way. You could ask one of my workers here if they'd be willing to guide you through. So all we need is a guide, then? Yep. I don't suppose we need the armor, too, because everybody's been saying the Hex will kill you if you go through without it. I wonder if it's true what they say about the Hex being full of ghosts and stuff. The Hex attacks people with their fears and other negative emotions. Since everyone's afraid of something, we have to wear special armor to go near it. I know it's our job to clean up Hex places, but I don't think I'd want to take anyone else in there. You want someone to take you inside the Hexed area? Forget it. Without armor, you'd be dead in minutes. I don't want to have to be responsible for that. Want to go through the Hexed area? Why? Is there some reason you can't go through around Chamba? Of course, the Hex in the other part of town was pretty bad too. You mean Sinesta? Well, yeah, I mean, they're right on the border, right? You want to go? You can take you to the Hex? Huh, you don't know it like I do. If you did, you'd know better than to ask. You want to go through the Hex without any armor? Are you kidding? You wouldn't last 5 minutes in there. Oh, there are some places where the Hex is getting thin and wearing off. Nah, forget it. It's too dangerous. Well, have you found someone who'll guide you? That's what I thought. It's just too dangerous to take unprotected, inexperienced people inside. But we have no other choice. You can't use any of the other roads. I don't know why you can't, but I think I can guess why. I mean, why else would anybody come here? Still... Would it be possible to borrow some armor from you? Sorry, afraid not. I mean, we needed to do our jobs, you know. Even if I did give you some armor, you'd still need someone to help guide you. The mist in there is so thick, you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Not to mention the fact that the streets are like a maze. As if that weren't enough, the place is full of ghosts, specters, and other monsters. I mean, we're just lucky they don't smash down that wall and attack us right now as it is. Dude. Poor choice of words. Oh god, it's hideous! I mean, hi. I have returned, boss. Oh, it's you, Urshan. Don't do that. You scared the wits out of me. If you were surprised by that, you will be even more surprised in a moment. Yeah, whatever. This is Urshan. She works with us, and, to be honest, she's a little odd. Incorrect. Urshan is not odd. Urshan is saying she will guide these two. What? Are you out of your mind? What would you do if something happens? Nothing will happen. Everything will be alright. Urshan says everything will be alright. So everything will be alright. If Urshan says everything will be alright, it will be, for she is never wrong. It will be alright, because Urshan is always right. Okay, I get the idea. Fine, do whatever you want. Pushy! I like it. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this helps us. Do not thank me. You should thank Urshan. Thank you, Urshan. Urshan joins your party! Let's see what you're like, Urshan. Urshan, level 3, almost has as much health as Ryu at level 5. Only has 5 ABP. I mean AP. Let's see. Wielding red knuckles, working gloves, ranged weapon. A Gargantua. Was this even the effects of hexes? And a red cape. Urshan trademark. Increases chance of counterattack. That'll give you some actual agility! Wow, that's a lot of agility! I didn't know the red cape... Interesting. I didn't know the red cape gave such little agility. Let's change our formation up. Put Nina in level 3, in place 3. And let's see if Urshan has any special abilities. Risky shot, critical hit, if it hits. Category melee. Other than that, no. All the skills have been building up on Ryu. Whoops. Alright, so let's swap over to Urshan. There we go. It appears Urshan has a headbutt. Sorry about that. Sneeze. Alright. Now that we've got Urshan. Urshan runs like she's hovering. You go into a hex-polluted area unprotected? Can't say that's such a good idea. Can I talk with you, kid? No? There we go. Why don't you ask Grandpa to make you some armor? It only takes about a month or so. A month or so. Wow. Well, I would, but you're not letting me. Maybe if I smack him. Oh, right. You can smack random people and find money. You be careful there, Urshan. Monsters have been getting more aggressive lately. Nothing to do but go through. Great, now I'm gonna be sniffly all until first break. Yeah, so this is a hex-filled town. As you can see, most of our travel is going to be through all the places that the purifiers have set up across the rooftops. They've set up numerous bridges and other things to try and get themselves safely across as well. Now, the hex is technically that mist on the ground, so we're going to be avoiding that area. However, the hex's effect is still across the entire town, including creating things like these, zombies and ghosts. As you can see, the zombies start off with the confusion status effect, so we're going to focus fire them as strongly as we can. Yep, that's Urshan's attack. Fade and Swing just is a fake attack, a fake out attack. So let's see if we can learn it. Looks like we can. Ryu learned Phase Swing. So he's learning all of our skills. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and attack you. I like the way Urshin's cape flaps in the wind when she gets ready to attack. Urshin's one of my favorite characters. I underuse her in a lot of my old playthroughs. I'm going to try and do better by her this time. Alright, the ghost is awake. Hopefully that means we can do something about it. Oh, good. Managed to play intelligently enough to not take any damage. Let's get a move on. So yeah, what they were saying about this place being like a maze is definitely not wrong. You have to look around a lot to find your positioning and to see it, make sure you're not missing anything. This game really likes to make use of the 3D elements that it added. Whereas Breath of Fire 3 used the 3D elements to hide special things like, say, Dragon Genes or just random treasures, Breath of Fire 4 makes it an integral part of exploration. You can't pass through... Well, you can, if you know exactly where you're going. But your first playthrough, you're not going to know what the maps look like and such. You're going to need to move the cameras a lot to find where you want to go. Alright, ghosties. Nope, missed. Uh-oh. Oh, got a crit. That should compensate for it. Alright, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to let the ghost attack. I want to see if they have a skill that I can learn. So everybody guard. Nope. Let's try again. Give it 2 turns to use a skill, and if not, we'll just kill it. Nope. Looks like it just wants to attack us. That's fine. I have no idea what Urshin's saying, by the way. Oh, and because we are starting to use a Bowie knife instead of the King's Sword, Nina actually has a higher attack power than Ryu right now. Alright, so if we want to get our access to that treasure chest... Uh-oh. Looks like we can't do it this way. We're only barely above the mist, too, when we did that. I am told that it would be best if we split up here. Urshin will go down and walk through the mist. Urshin says the 2 of you should move around using the rooftops. Are you sure we'll be able to make it across if we do? Urshin is certain you will. Move Ryu and Nina together while moving Urshin separately. You can switch between them pressing select. So yeah, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. We'll be able to move Urshin like this through the mist that Nina and Ryu would otherwise die in. However, you might notice there's a problem. We can't get anywhere yet. Now it's just standing on a container will cause it to lower and remain in place. Alright, so now that we brought that back up, let's move them to it. And then move Urshin across. There we go, we can go around and get up here. We can get just chest. Molotov. Fortunately, the random encounters are going to be exactly as strong as they were before. So yeah, you gotta be really careful in here. Notice how it doesn't wake up, though, if you use Risky Shot. Yeah, that's sort of your strategy against sleeping ghosts with Urshin alone. You just keep using Risky Shot and wait for it to hit. However, sleep can cure itself eventually. I think it woke up right before the attack hit. So Risky Shot, it is still a risk. Ah, yes, the problem with the camera angles, sometimes when you go down a ladder, it defaults to the button. The same direction you push to go down the ladder is the direction you're going to be pushing to go up the ladder. There's another lever on the upper level. She needs you to go get and turn it. Do you understand? Sorta. We seem to have a problem, though. Ah, we need Aershen. Okay, I goofed. We didn't need to go forward yet. Need to head back over to here and get on top of this platform. I see. If Aershen stands on this one, the other one will not lower, allowing you to pass, correct? Hop over. Now we can finally get that item we've had our eye on. I see you have successfully made it through. Do you see the valve over there? She says that you must go there now. You mean over where that lever is, right? Okay. But first, we found a waistcloth. Let's see, who can wield or equip that? Leaves little to the imagination. Welp! You are traveling with two ladies. And now it's Aershen's turn. It would seem there is another valve on this level. It would appear Aershen must go to it and turn it. Alright, well, it woke up immediately, so we're just attacking. One of the reasons Aershen starts at a lower level is they kind of expect you to do more running around and getting in battles with Aershen than the other two, so you're probably going to make up for it by solo battles. What should we do, Aershen? I am told that if both valves are open simultaneously, it will thin the mist somewhat. That means we'll be able to get through it, right? Apparently so. Let us begin. 1, 2, 3. Cool, we can travel together again. It seems the mist will only recede for a brief time. I believe that means we should hurry. Aershen has an interesting way of talking, doesn't she? Quirky, I like it. Did anyone else hear that strange sound? The hex is anger and fear, a person's hatred given form. She says it is to be expected that strange noises would emanate from it. She also says that as long as it is only sounds, we have nothing to fear. Come, let us continue. It is only sounds, right, Aershen? Right, Aershen? That's more than a sound! What was that? The malevolent energy of the hex has coalesced into a physical form. Aershen says it is extremely dangerous. If it's dangerous, why are you laughing? Shouldn't we be getting out of here? Apparently so. It would appear I was in error. I should not have laughed at that juncture. Very well, then let us flee. Hold on, there's something over there. Always gotta be careful of your camera angles. Uh-oh. It would appear it is following us. Aershen suggests that we should run. Oh dear. Press the circle button rapidly to run! Rapidly, 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 rapidly! Whew! That was close. Phew! Good. We made it. Not so much. Or maybe not. Alright, risky shot's not going to be terribly useful for us right now, so let's just attack. And I think it's about time to meditate and use Aura. Oh god, his hair has gone Super Saiyan! Katsuya poison! No, let's just attack. Ryu. He has Flame Strike. Hua, a fire, level 1 fire magic against a target. Rejuvenate, medium healing 1 target. Barrier, magic damage halved for 3 turns. And Revert Form. So we'll use Flame Strike.
Let's cut it!
I have an idea. Ah, it didn't work. Turn order got screwed. Because you notice Hua attacks twice. Oh, no, turn order was fine, they just didn't do the combo. Hua plus Seaver can do Simoon, I think. I hadn't demonstrated that combo just yet, but I kind of want to. In the meantime, healing herb yourself, Hua, and Siva.
Hi!
That's how Aershin uses items. Fire. Not quite Simoon, but whatever. Sure. Haha! You can't confuse Aershin. Aershin is always confused. You can try, though. Gotcha. Level ups for everyone! Ooh, barrier! And we got Fish Head! Yay! Ew. The malice contained in the hex cannot be so easily dissipated. Even if it has been struck down, it will slowly grow larger within the area affected by the hex until it is strong enough to reform. At least that is what Aershin says. I don't know why, but I feel sad for some reason. This hex, it's horrible, isn't it? It was humans who created the hex. Aershin says you get what you deserve. We must move on. Use the ladder there. Oh, right. We're, poisoned. Should probably take care of that. Oh, the poison wore off Ryu because he transformed back. Huh. And not that way. So this way. Or we hop down this way. Thank you very much for helping us. Without you, we never would have been able to do it. If you wish to thank anyone, you should thank Aershin. Thank you, Aershin. Yes, well, I'm afraid we don't have anything we can give you right now, but... Nothing of a material nature is required. Aershin says she wishes to accompany that man. You mean Ryu? Apparently so. I guess I'm attractive even to robots. Ah, I see. Well, we need to get back to where Cray is waiting. The sooner the better if I know him. He's probably getting really worried by now. At least I say robot because I'm kind of assuming. Honestly, I have no idea what Aerishin is. Someone inside a machine? Or armor? I don't know. But hey, we managed to find our way back to the crash site. So why don't we take a break and find out what happens next? So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do to be able to keep watching comfortably. And I will be right back.